Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rise and Ready. It's Thanksgiving week, which feels like the perfect moment to pause, breathe, and reconnect with what truly matters. Before we dive into today's theme of the importance of gratitude, let's kick things off the way we always do. So let's start off with three things I'm grateful for. Three things I'm grateful for is God and His amazing grace, the beautiful nature the Lord has blessed us with recently. I've been sitting outside in the mornings doing my Bible study and some journaling with a nice iced coffee, and I really have been enjoying that. The cool breeze, the nature, and just hearing the birds chirp. The last thing I'm grateful for is my brother, and that I get to live with him and spend time with him every day. It is such a blessing to have the opportunity to live with him again. Guys, my heart was shattered when he moved away for college football, and here we are 5 years later, feeling like kids again and living together again, which is great. Alright, moving on to goals. Last week, my goal was to get some more sleep and go to bed at an earlier time. I definitely got more sleep, which is good, but I still need to work on getting to bed earlier. I have been going to bed a couple hours earlier, which is good, but it is not early enough for me to be able to wake up at 7 a.m. and still get 8 hours of sleep and feel rested and not snooze my alarm. So, this will be an ongoing goal that I will accomplish. And that brings me to the goal for this week, which feels really aligned with Thanksgiving week, and that is to be more present and worry less. I want to fully show up in the moment, enjoy the little things, and let go of the things I cannot control. And honestly, wanting to be more present this week ties perfectly in today's topic, which is the importance and power of gratitude. Thanksgiving week always reminds me to slow down and really look at what's in front of me, especially when life gets busy or stressful. Gratitude has this way of grounding us and shifting our mindset. Instead of focusing on what we're lacking or what isn't going right, it helps us notice what is good, what's supportive, and what's already here. For me, practicing gratitude, especially during emotional or overwhelming seasons, have completely changed my mindset and the way I move through my day. It reduces my stress, it improves my mindset, and it even boosts my productivity because I'm not coming from a place of scarcity. And the best part is, gratitude doesn't need to be big or dramatic. Sometimes it's the small, almost invisible moments that mean the most. I love to start my day expressing gratitude. When I tell you, sometimes I wake up grumpy for no reason at all. I write in my 5-minute journal, and it changes my perspective and helps me feel so much better. And as well, helps me look at the positives rather than the negatives or what's not going right at that moment. I love my 5-minute journal, and if you can, I really do encourage you to get one off of Amazon for each day. I personally do mine first thing in the morning, but anyways, you write the date and there's a quote or a little task. For example, there's one that I had the other day that said, take a break from social media, and then you write down 3 things you're grateful for, 3 things that would make your day great, and affirmations for the day. Then, at the end of the night, you do your nightly reflection that has you write 3 highlights of your day and what you learned that day. If you're unable to get the 5-minute journal, what I used to do was I had a mini whiteboard. You can also use paper, a notebook, or you can even write on your mirror with an expo marker. Anyways, I would find a quote I really liked and would write that down. I would write 5 things I was grateful for, then I would write 3 affirmations for the day. I would set my whiteboard out somewhere that I could always read it, and that was something that helped me a lot throughout college and helped me maintain a positive mindset and start my day off right before I even found out about the 5-minute journal. And obviously that is what I do now. Also, shout out to my grandma, as she was the one who got it for me, and I love it. Doing this has truly helped me slow down, help with accountability, structure, and really keeps me grounded. As we go into this week, I want to invite you to pause with me for a second, think of one thing, just one, that you might have overlooked this morning, but you really miss if it wasn't there. Gratitude can even be practiced in seasons of hurt and suffering, which I think is such an important time to really dial in and do it. I know it is so much easier to talk about things you're grateful for when things are going easy and light. When our mind is at ease, your relationships are going right, work is great, everything's just great. And you may feel being grateful during those times is just gaslighting yourself and pretending, but gratitude is not about invalidating your feelings. It's about finding the light in the darkness and in the midst of your suffering. It's about recognizing this is hard, but Here's also something good I can still ground myself in. During tough seasons, your gratitude may change, and what I mean by that is it may become more about the little things rather than the big accomplishments. For example, I'm grateful I woke up today. I'm grateful I was hurt so I can learn and grow. I'm grateful for my morning coffee. And all those things are perfectly okay. It is about finding joy and gratitude in the little things or when you feel you may not be able to find it someplace else. And honestly, those tiny things can be so incredibly powerful because when life feels overwhelming, they become reminders that not everything is dark. Gratitude doesn't erase the tough stuff, but it creates space for hope, perspective, and resilience, which is where true growth truly happens. I notice when I practice gratitude during my harder weeks, it helps me feel less consumed by stress. It pulls my attention away from everything that's going wrong and helps me see what's still supporting me. It doesn't magically fix a situation, but it does give me the strength to navigate it with a clear mind and a softer heart, and that right there is the beauty of gratitude. It meets you exactly where you are, even in the seasons that don't feel grateful at all. Alright, guys, that is it for today's episode. I hope this conversation reminded you that gratitude isn't just something we practice when life feels perfect. It's something that carries us through the imperfect moments too. And as we head into Thanksgiving week, I really do encourage you to slow down, be present, and notice the small things that make your days meaningful. Take a moment each morning to name what you're grateful for and each night to reflect on what stood out. And if you're joining me in using the 5-minute journal this week, I hope it helps you feel more grounded and connected, just like it does for me. Let's hold ourselves gently, celebrate the little wins, and keep showing up with purpose. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. I'm very grateful for you and for the community and for the space we've created together, and I hope you all have a blessed and amazing week as well as a blessed and amazing Thanksgiving. Don't forget to tell your loved ones how grateful you are for them, and I will see you guys next Monday. Bye!